everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a comparison / review on all 5 of the BH Cosmetics 120 palettes. Now the reason I'm doing this is because it was requested by one of my subscribers, so I am going to go through and tell you guys the pros and cons to each of them. I don't have all the prices with me, but I will look them up and I will have them posted in the bottom bar below so that you can check them out if you are interested. I will also have a link to the BH Cosmetics website as well as the Coastal Scents website, and also a link to Amazon or eBay, just because I know that those are places you can get these types of palettes. Now I don't think Coastal Scents has the 120 palettes, but they do have the 88 palette, so if you are interested in something along the lines of a multicolored palette that's inexpensive, then I will also have the link for Coastal Scents down there. Now I could do a review on the 88 palettes as well, but for right now all I was asked was about the 120 palettes. So I'm gonna get started with the first one. Now this is the one that you all are probably more familiar with, and it's the one that comes with all of these bright colors. On this side you will see that you have like these mixed colors where there's kind of flecks of 2 different colors. So you have like a yellow and an orange and a green and a blue, a green and a yellow, a blue and purple, and then a blue and green. So you have different kinds of mixed colors right there, as well as many bright colors on the first tray. Now these 2 come in trays so that you take out the first one and then you still have another tray on the bottom. So for this one you will notice that you have 2 rows of either neutral or natural colors. 1 row of natural, 1 of neutral. So here's the natural color row. So if you are somebody who likes a lot of natural colors, this wouldn't be something I recommend because you only get 1 row of it. And then also you have your like highlight colors and then blacks, just a neutral line all up there. So I really like this. It comes with a mixture of finishes. It comes with a red eyeshadow. Actually comes with like 2 or 3. One's more of like a red orange. And I'll swatch some of these for you. And I'll swatch this purple right here. So you can see, and let's do like a shimmery blue. They are very, very, very pigmented. They blend really nicely. I really like them. Personally, I would say if you are somebody who likes bright colors, really look into getting these palettes. They are something that are worth the price since they are fairly inexpensive. I believe the most that I've ever seen them run for is like $35, and that is when like they first come out, and you know everything is more expensive when it first comes out. So I would really recommend checking this out, and I'm just going to give you one more like overview of what all the colors look like. So that's that side, and then here is this side. I'll swatch a couple of these as well. So let's do a green, and then a yellow, and like an orangey peach right there. So you can see very, very pigmented, very, very easy to blend. So I would really recommend this if you're looking into brighter colors. Now if you are somebody who are just getting into brighter colors, I would say go for the second one. Now this is the second one, and as you can see, it still has a bunch of bright colors, but you can see along these rows there's a lot more muted colors and a lot more natural and neutral colors. I really recommend this. As you can see again on this side, more neutrals, not as much colors as the other one. So a lot less of the bright colors, a lot more of the neutral colors. So if you are starting into getting into bright colors, I recommend this one because you can pair like a bright green or a bright blue with a kind of rusty color or a brown, and then there you go. You have like a pop of color. Nothing too bright or over the top, but it still gives you a nice bit of color. Now I'm not going to swatch these because all of these swatch pretty much the same. They're all pretty pigmented. They do have a few that aren't as pigmented as others, like this one right here. It's a little bit chalky, but it's something that you just have to take into consideration, that you're getting 120 eyeshadows. Not all of them are going to be 100% perfect, but overall I would say the majority, at least 90 to 95% of them are very pigmented and are as pigmented as the ones that I showed you on the swatches already. Certain ones like the pastel colors or some of the lighter colors, they're not so bright, they're a little bit chalkier, but they're still workable. You just need to use a good base underneath. So just keep that in mind if you're looking into these. And I really like this palette as well because I find that this one has a bit more matte colors than the other one. So if you're looking into that also, it's really good to check out the second edition. For the third edition, this is for somebody who really doesn't like to do bright colors other than on occasion, and not really bright colors. Hold on, let me see if I can get this open. Not really bright colors, but more of like a pastel color, I would say, just because there are no bright colors in this. There aren't really many bright colors in this, and you can see there's a lot of pastels, a few brights, but still very wearable bright colors. I find that purples and blues are the easiest bright colors to wear, since they are a little bit more of like a natural look when you apply them. They're not super like out there and bright. I really like this one because you have a lot more highlight colors, you have a lot more like earth tone colors over here, very wearable, and then you have this side which has all of your neutral shadows. I really like this one just because if you're somebody who's into a smoky eye or just natural eyes, really recommend this because that will help you in achieving that look, and you don't spend the money on a palette that has a bunch of bright colors that you're never going to use. So I would recommend getting this one if you are somebody who really wants a more neutral eye with maybe just a bit of a pop of color. Now I'm just going to swatch a couple of these since these ones are a little bit, hopefully you can see, just because I'm getting swatches everywhere, but they're a little bit more sheer as far as like their pastel, so you really have to consider that since they are pastel, they may not be as intense as you would want, but if you are looking for pastels, they are still great. I really like them. I would still really recommend them. So as you can see, really pigmented, really worth the money, really soft. They work really nice and blend easy, so keep that in mind as well, that you want to make sure you get eyeshadows that have a good blend. If you have eyeshadows that are super hard to blend, even though they're inexpensive, it's not going to be worth it. So these eyeshadows are really good to blend, so I really suggest if you're interested, go check them out. There's a lot of sales that you can find on BH Cosmetics and on other websites, so just check them out. I believe BH Cosmetics is the only website I know of that sells all 5 of them, so if you are looking in the market for a specific one that's not necessarily the first or second edition, go look on BH Cosmetics because I know that they sell all 5 of them. So this is the 4th edition, and all of these are shimmery colors. Now this I noticed has no real like order to it. It's all mixed. There's some like bronzy colors, some bright colors. So you can see there's like aquas and pinks here, but then there's also some bronzy colors. So it's not really something that's organized in a specific fashion like the others where you would see all the greens and blues. It's just something that I think they wanted to get all of the shimmery colors into a palette, so that's what they did, and I think they just kind of rearranged them in just a random order, nothing too specific. I really like these. I find that these shimmery shades are a little bit harder to work with. Let me swatch some of them. Just because sometimes it doesn't like stick to your lid. Sometimes it does have a bit of fallout, but you can see they're still intense, but sometimes it just gets a little bit more fallout than the matte eyeshadows, I find. So just bear that in mind again while you're buying it. I really like this one, but I find that this isn't one that I use all the time since it is all shimmery colors. It's not a lot of matte. Well, no matte at all if you're looking for that, because sometimes they do say that it's a shimmery palette, but they have some that are like satin. This is straight on frosty finished eyeshadow. So if you don't like a frosty finish, do not get this because that's not something you'll enjoy and use. The last one is the 5th edition palette. Now this one I think is just almost similar to the 3rd edition, but not so deep colors. So you see that it does still have a bit of a bright color line, which you can see are pinks and purple, which I find are the most natural. Like I said, pinks, purples, and dark blues are really easy to get to look more wearable, even though they're brighter colors. So they have those, and then the rest are just kind of medium shades of neutral colors. I really like it just because I would say it's something that's wearable. You still have pops of colors, and it's not like the 3rd edition where it's really dark smoky colors. It still has some bright colors, and it still has some brightness to it without being super dark and like smoky looking, but it does still have a couple of them over here. So you can see over here, my favorite color in this palette is actually this one right here. I don't think the camera is going to show any justice, but it's a beautiful like almost neon color, but it's like a pastel. So I'm just going to swatch it right here for you. It's not coming up so great on camera, but it's just kind of like a pastel peachy pink, and I love it. It's so bright in the pan. It's so pretty, and I really like this one. I would say for me personally, even though I love all of the bright colors, this one attracted my eye the most because it has the most wearable colors in it. So if you are somebody who is interested in everyday looks or more toned down looks, this is something I would recommend. So that's all of the 120 palettes. If you have any other questions on any of the palettes that I showed you guys today, just leave them in the comments below or email me at dollypop23@gmail.com. I know I mentioned this in almost every one of my past videos. Let me just tell you quickly, I am on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Tumblr, and I'm also on Beautylish. So if you would like to follow me on any of those social networks, just follow me there. I'm posting at least on Instagram every day. Twitter and Tumblr I still have to work and get used to, but Instagram is something that I've been posting every single day, a different makeup look. Nothing has been repetitive. It's all something different every day, and also it's something that's bright and fun and shows different types of skills and techniques. So it's not like the same shape all the time. It's not like a cut crease every single day or a smoky eye every single day. It's something that shows off different skills. So if you would like to see something like that, go check me out on Instagram and follow me there, because I am doing that, and it's something that I will be doing consistently every single day. It's not going to be like once a week. It's every day I'm doing that, and hopefully I'll be able to keep that up and be consistent with it. I have been for I think the past like week and a half now. So if you do, just go check me out there and you will see all of those makeup looks. Now it's just going to be a close-up on my eye, so if you are somebody who wants like a full face look, it's not going to be something like that. It's going to be just mainly eye makeup, so just keep that in mind. Also, I just want to mention that the makeup that I have on today, I did post a picture of it on Instagram, but it is not something I'm going to be doing a tutorial on, because I did get this from another YouTuber who actually got inspired by another YouTuber. So the first original one was created by the Queen of Blending, MUA, here on YouTube. You all probably know her and are subscribed to her already, but she was the one who originally created a look similar to this. And then the Fancy Faced here on YouTube, I don't know if all of you know her, but I personally love her videos. They're amazing. You should go check them out. I will have a link to both of their videos in the description bar below, so you can go check them out. They did looks that look similar to this. I just wanted to try it out, and I'm not doing a tutorial just because, even though I'm using different products, just because I know that they just did a video. Actually, Queen of Blending's video is actually, I think, years like later. It's earlier in like 2009 or 10 she made that video, but the Fancy Face just uploaded a video, and I feel like I would be ripping it off if I tried to do a video as well. So if you want to see a tutorial on this type of look, go check out the Fancy Face tutorial, because Queen of Blending's video just really shows you what products she uses. She doesn't really have a tutorial. So if that's what you're interested in, just go check out the Fancy Face. I hope you guys enjoyed again. Don't forget about any of my social networks. You can follow me there. You don't have to. I'm not trying to push you all to, but it's something that I would appreciate and that you might enjoy. At least try it out. I mean, there's nothing to lose, right? You can always just unfollow or unsubscribe or things like that. So again, hope you guys enjoy for the 5 millionth time, because I can never seem to find enough things to say in a 5-minute period. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. Bye everybody.